You're such a rock star. Like, you do everything.
Yeah, I'm tired.
She said that the last time, like, yeah, I'm tired.
I
But
am.
girl, you got every right to be tired. But, you know, if the hard work is worth it, and you've been cleaning up with these awards left and right.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I feel just so grateful to be honored. As people know, it's rare to get this honor nowadays as a network sitcom. As a sitcom with a predominantly black cast and with a predominantly black crew behind it. So we're just honored. Like, it never gets old to be able to, you know, be honored in that way. But it's only second best to having wonderful fans. Like, you know what I mean? That's just as important.
Yes. And I have to ask, like, before you started all this, did you ever imagine that you would achieve so much and it would be received so well?
I think, like, when you're young, you have an inkling that you can do something that will be important to people, or that you have a gift, an artistic gift you want to give the world. So while I'm not sure I imagined the exact scenario, I did imagine that I would have a show, because I'd wanted to make a comedic show since I was a little girl, since I was at home watching Martin and Seinfeld and being like, oh man, I want to make something like that one day. And once that feeling doesn't go away, you do feel like, you know, you're capable of making something that you are proud of.
Yes.
And it's just an honor when everybody else likes it as much as you do. So
we love it. It's so relatable.
Thank you.
But now you've won your second Emmy. Did you prepare an acceptance speech? Like, do you get nervous? Because I know that'd be my biggest fear. It's like, Lord, I got to get up and speak. What's going through your head?
I don't know what's going on with me. I think I'm partly superstitious, so I don't want to write a speech. And I'm used to winging it, and I think that has served me well. But for this Emmy, I just genuinely did not expect it. I really didn't. I just was not.
You got emotional about it.
I think when you're tired, as I always am, it makes you more emotional too.
You do so much. So
yeah, so I was just crying and crying.
You put out a lot. Those were happy tears, though, right?
Yes, they were happy tears. They were the best. Also, getting it from Carol Burnett. I mean, just
that.
Honestly, I was emotional the whole night. The first thing that happened was I saw Tashina Arnold and Tisha Campbell.
That was a moment.
They came up to me on the carpet, and that made me cry, because those are two women who I've admired my whole life. I didn't know they would be there, because no one knew they would be there, because they did a bit at the Oscars with Martin, and I just didn't know they would be there. So I was so shocked to seeing them, and they just poured into me. They said so many affirming things, so that brought me to tears on the carpet. And then after that, you know, they were doing like the Facts of Life theme song on the stage. That made me emotional. So I was already an emotional wreck, and then I saw Christina Applegate, who just was talking about comedy, and it's something I love so much. And Carol Burnett, I mean, she's a living, walking, breathing legend. And so I was kind of overwhelmed at seeing her. I was just overwhelmed.
And then, I mean, it was a historic night, because you and Ayo made history together, right?
I was also emotional at her win.
And you guys are good friends, so.
Yes. It was a recipe for me to just be crying, but it was also the first time that, which I read later, that two black women had won the lead actress and supporting category at the same time. And
you got every right to cry.
But you know, I wasn't thinking about that at the moment. All I was thinking was like, oh my God, like my baby sister just won an Emmy. You know, that's how I feel about her. So I was I'm crying again.
You worked so hard, but I got tissue for you.
No, it's okay. I'm
You okay? You gonna hold it back like this?
Suck it back in.
You got it. You got it.
I'm good.
And then to top it all off, Oprah sent you not a bouquet of flowers. She sent a garden of flowers.
It was an absurdly,
Is that not a garden of flowers?
Ridiculous.
That's like the Oprah garden.
The Oprah garden.
What did you do with them?
You know, it was actually very nice. I just so that's on the set of Abbott Elementary. I let all of the people who work at Abbott take some flowers home. So, because what the hell am I gonna do with that?
That was nice.
Well, yeah, to me it was the only option, or else it was gonna sit there and die. But the good thing is, as you can see, there's so many flowers that everybody who worked on Abbott got to take a bouquet home. Like, not even just one flower, they took a bouquet. And they all deserve them.
They got a great leader. You are awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are awesome. Daniel Radcliffe, he
My
made a
guy.
comment on you on the carpet. Let's see what he has to say.
Who's your leading lady in a rom-com? Who do you want?
Oh, I don't know. Quinta Brunson. We should do something together. And we're a perfect height match. So it really, there's a future in this.
What do you think about that?
First of all, I love Daniel. I've worked on 2 projects with him, a show called Miracle Workers and another, a movie called the Weird Al Yankovic movie, where I played Oprah.
That is everything.
So we work very well together. And I think Daniel's like me, where it's like you find somebody that you do good work with and you have a great relationship and who runs a great set and has a great environment. You want to keep working with them. And I feel like Daniel and I feel that way about each other. He actually texted me the next day and was like, "I'm so sorry, I talked about our height." And I was like, why? It's true.
So you guys are really the same height?
We're not the same height. That's absurd. He's taller than me.
Okay.
But if you put us on camera together, I'll say it this way: he'd be 6'6", and I'd be 6 foot. I'm not going to talk about our real height.
Okay. I get it. I follow.
So
we'll take it.
I wanted to make us tall in that scenario.
I like that. Have you met anybody that you're surprised is a fan of the show?
Oh my goodness. Yes, all the time. I think the most recent person who shocked me was an actress named Sarah Snook. She was on Succession, which just ended. And I don't know, I wasn't expecting Sarah Snook to watch the show. I'm not even sure where she's from, but she's not from America. And she's on a very serious show on HBO. But she told me at an award show called the AFI Awards that's what she watches with her family. And that's exactly why we made Abbott, for it to be watched with family members. And someone else who you know who shocked me was Janet Jackson. And I was like,
Janet Jackson? Tell me about that.
I met her during Fashion Week, and I was gonna leave her alone. I was. Some people are just so incredible that I just wanna keep my distance. I wasn't gonna say anything, but her dancers actually came up to me and was like, "We love the show, Janet loves the show." And I was like, "Janet Jackson?" And I was a dancer when I was younger. I mean, I spent probably from 9 to 18 dancing to Janet Jackson songs every summer.
I think we all did.
I think we all did.
Yeah.
But I just was shocked. It was too much for me. And so Janet was like, "I love your show. It's really good. I love what you're doing. I'm such a fan." And I just probably just malfunctioned, I think, a little bit. But I managed to get that nice picture.
Congrats on season 3 of Abbott Elementary.
Yes.
What can you tell us about where this season is going?
This season has some massive changes, some massive swings. People who are watching it will see that we've decided to shake things up a bit. And I enjoy a 3rd season of a show because everybody knows what's going on. You know the characters, you got to know them in the 1st season. 2nd season, you got to play around. And our 2nd season had 22 episodes. So that was fun because the whole audience got to get comfortable with our school, who we were. In this 3rd season, we only have 14 because of the strikes that happened, WGA and SAG strikes. But now we have this 3rd shortened season that I wanted to get a bit edgier with. As edgy as you can get on network television. And I'm enjoying it. I hope the audience is loving it too.
I'm sure they are.
Yes.
We want more and more and more and more and more every episode. Okay, now I've had some of the cast members come by before.
Yes.
And a little birdie told me sometimes you implement their real life stories in the show.
That has happened a couple times.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can confirm
That has happened
for
a couple
us.
times. Not that often, not as often as people would think, but naturally we start to write towards people's sensibilities. And for instance, Tyler can be a little neurotic about things, who plays Gregory. So he plays that really well in the character. And I'm very good friends with Tyler, so some of the things that he's iffy about, like raw seafood, that inspired us to be like, this character doesn't love food that much, and doesn't like certain foods. Or Cheryl very famously mixes up the names of people and also the races of people. And it's a 1-2 combo. You don't know which way it's gonna go. And Lisa, who plays Melissa on the show, she loves to cook. And she is one of the characters who is of the Sicilian American heritage. And so Lisa actually often helps us with certain things, like what kind of food the character would actually be making. So we have a wonderful, like, pattern of, like, kind of picking and choosing things.
I love how well you pay attention and you know each and every one of them to be able to do that.
Oh, yeah. Cheryl's gotten to do many a Caribbean accent on the show.
Ooh.
And that's fun, too, because that's where she's from. And so Barbara has the ability to also do these things. And you know, we get to bring Cheryl's Caribbean heritage to the character.
That's genius. Love it. That's why it's award-winning, historic. Oh my goodness. I want to do something special to create a studio memory. So I got something I need you to take a look at.
Yeah.
So let's go on over here. This came from the set of Abbott Elementary. We can help each other down.
I know, here.
You see that? We're going to tip on down together.
You went and
Y'all,
took this from my set?
Yeah, yes, I stole this from your set. Because we are a family.
Okay.
Okay?
True.
It's the original chalkboard, you know, from the Abbott Elementary.
That's
so
really cool.
in celebration of it, I thought, since we could be classmates, if we flip it around, can you flip it around for us, David? We could sign it together.
I love that.
Is that okay?
Let's do it.
Don't you like it? I didn't mean to go and rob it off your set, though.
Wait. You look so good. You really
I
look
fit
like
in the
you're
family.
there.
Maybe I'll get a role, child. Who knows? You want to see me? No, I'm just playing.
Look at the color palette. Okay.
Do you like the color palette?
I do. You
Come on,
look
let's
great.
step on up
Okay,
here.
let's step up here.
So you gonna sign it for us?
Yes,
It's like
I
our
am.
yearbook or something.
Okay, sign like, does it matter? I'll sign
You
right
the
here.
boss. It's wherever you say it goes. And then I get to sign it too.
Oh, this is so cute.
And then I'm gonna have everyone else sign. I'm gonna be J Hud.
Yes.
Yay, I'm a part of the school, Abbott Elementary. Oh my goodness. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel. Check your local listings or visit jenniferhudsonshow.com to see when you can watch full episodes in your area. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter.